Hello students, this is Mr. Anderson and this video is on graphing exponential functions. We will first look at the input-output table and then plot the ordered pairs. And let's look at the parent function right now, y equals 2 to the x power. And what we're going to do is we're going to fill in this table with the input values given. First input value is -2, so we're going to take 2 to the -2nd power. You're going to want to use a calculator on this. When you do that, you're going to get a value that is 1/4. When we put in -1 into our function, we're going to have a value that is 1/2. When we put in a value for x that is 0, we'll get 1. When we put in a value for x that is 1, we'll get a value of 2. And when we put in 2, we'll get a value of 4. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and graph these ordered pairs. -2, 1/4. So we're going to go to the left 2 and down 1/4. I'm sorry, to the left 2 and up 1/4. And we're going to have to estimate the best we can. -1, 1/2, so we're going to go left 1 and up 1/2 of a unit. 0, 1, 1, 2, and 2, 4. And we're going to connect our points. If you notice here, as we approach the x-axis, we'll never actually touch that axis, and so this is an asymptote here. Right on the x-axis. Okay. This kind of has a boomerang shape, and so when we want to describe it, that's what word we'll use. We'll use the word boomerang. Let's look at a similar example, y equals 2 to the x minus 4. And so what we have here is something very similar. 2 to the -1 minus 4. Again, good thing to use your calculator on this. If you want, when you do it, you'll get an output of -3.5. When you put in 0, 2 to the 0 power minus 4, get -3. When you put in 1, a value there of -2. When you put in 2, we'll get an output of 0. And when we put in a value of 3, we're going to get an output of 4. Now all we're going to do is graph those ordered pairs. -1, -3.5. 0, -3. 1, -2. 2, 0. And 3, 4. And we're going to connect our points. And there it is. So our asymptote here is going to be at -4. And again, it is a boomerang figure. Go ahead and pause the video here. Try this one on your own. On this, we have y equals 2x minus 2. The -2 is with the exponent, so that's important when we go through here. using our order of operations, 2 to the 1 minus 2 power. When we do that, we'll get a value of 1/2. When we put in 2, 2 minus 2 is 0. When we put in 3, 3 minus 2 is 1. 2 to the first power is 2. We put in 4, 4 minus 2 is 2. 2 to the second power is 4. And when we put in 5, we have 2 to the 5 minus 2, and we get 8. Go ahead and graph this now. We're going to graph 1, 1/2, so we're going to go to the right 1, up 1/2 a unit. We're going to go to the right 2 and up 1. We're going to go to the right 3 and up 2. And now over 5. And up 8. And there it is. And again, you have the asymptote right on the x-axis. Okay. Let's look at this one. Again, you want to try this one on your own. Go ahead and pause the video. And on this, we go ahead and put in our values, 2 to the negative 1 plus 5. When we do that, we'll get a value of 5.5. When we put in 0, we get a value of 6. When we put in 1, we get 7. And when we put in 2, we get a value of 9. So now we can go ahead and plot these. Negative 1, 5.5. Right there. 0, 6. 1, 7. And 2, 9. And there it is.